What is up? It is your captain here of the 1912 Titanic swim team, Jonas Rex, coming to you guys with the deck list. I started doing this whole little picture thing. You guys can let me know how you feel about that down in the comment section below. I've seen other YouTubers do it, and I want to just be better with my videos, you know? So I'm out here showing you guys that I could do pictures too. I could put it up, make it look all pretty, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and go through the deck list card by card. I was going to say the deck card by list, but you know, someone out here knows how to speak English. It's not me. So what we're doing here immediately with this deck is we're playing the 2/2 Yanmega. Yanmega is amazing for just charging up our stuff. It has a Jet Cyclone attack that when it attacks does 210 damage. Man, I can't talk today. And moves 3 grass energy to any Pokemon on your bench. The one we're going to be moving that to is our Yanmask Ogerpon. Ideally, after we've looped this attack a couple times, it has a ton of energy on it and can return KO basically anything that takes out our Yanmega. And because Yanmega has 280 HP and is attacking as early as turn 2, most times people aren't return KOing it immediately. So it's rounding this attack off a couple times while we spread out a bunch of energy all over all of our Yanmask Ogerpons. Then we have a couple energy switches that are going to help us with math later on in the game if we have energy on something that we need to move. We have the Toedscruel Slime Mold Colony Toedscruel that doesn't let our opponent use trainer cards or Pokemon abilities to pick up cards from their discard pile. Absolutely phenomenal. I love this card. It basically auto wins you in Ionos because they can't recycle any of their energies. In any other deck where they need to go into the grind game and they're going to be recycling things back, or they play one copy of something, they're not getting that back. Like, that's just that for the game, and that really hurts a lot of decks. So this card is just hugely pivotal. We have the other Toedscool EX that doesn't allow our Pokemon on the bench with grass energies to be affected by the effects of our opponent's Pokemon attacks. This is great against Dragapult. I haven't played a ton of Dragapult on the ladder recently. Seems like everybody's getting pretty creative. So this doesn't really come up for me, but it's in the deck anyway, because you know it will come up at some point. Latias with the free retreat and all of our basics, you know, outside of the Yanmega EX and the Toedschools, everything else is a basic that is really core to this. So when I have Toedscool sitting on the bench, I can pump that into active. If my Ogerpon's on the bench, I can pump that into the active, and then I can use Yanmega EX on the following turn to get 3 more grass energies into play. Or if my Ogerpon gets KO'd and I have a Yanma on the bench that I'm to bring into a Yanmega on the following turn, I bump up the Latias to the active, stick an energy on the Yanma, retreat, and then we're stick an energy on the Yanma, go into the Yanmega, retreat the Latias, and we're right back in business attacking again, right? The reason that I'm playing the Cyrano, it was mentioned to me by a subscriber on a previous video. If you guys paid attention to my Yanmega EX Iron Hands build, it says that he plays Cyrano in there, and I decided, you know what's really good is if I can just Buddy-Buddy Poffin for like a Yanma turn 1, and then I can Cyrano on the following turn. I don't even need to find my Ogerpon or my Latias on turn 1, because Cyrano can grab me my Yanmega, a couple Ogerpons, or a Latias EX if need be, and I can just go, and we're right into our game plan then and there. So like, just these cards, Yanma, Cyrano in my hand plus an energy, means that on turn 2 I'm gonna go ahead and attack for big damage. Hopefully I do need something in the active, mind you, so maybe not just those cards, but Cyrano's super huge if you can get it on your first turn. Past the first turn that you can play supporters, so going first, turn 2, turn 3 of the game, you really don't need this anymore. It starts to get discarded really easily. You found everything that you need by that point. So we are playing 4 Ultra Balls, 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and 4 Nest Balls, 4 Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and 2 Ultra Balls, pardon me. And we're also playing 4 Bug Catching set just so that we can find energies to put into our hand to put onto the Yanmask Ogerpon so we can continue to cycle through the deck. This is just to be hyper consistent. I want to favor consistency rather than power. If you guys want to go the power route, you can probably trim a little bit of this, maybe play some black belts to help you get some bigger KOs, but we are playing the Maximum Belt. This does help us take KOs against decks like Raging Bolt. This helps us take KOs against decks like Golden Go. This can help us with our Yanmask Ogerpon when we have a ton of energy on it, work out some math when we're trying to take a big KO on something like an Iono's Belly Bolt or a Dragapult, right? So we have a lot of value here in the Maximum Belt. We are playing 2 Bosses Orders. I do not have 2 of the same artwork in a nice little full art, so pardon me, you're gonna have to look at the both of them next to each other. Bosses Orders can possibly be cut to a 1-of in this deck, especially because you're attacking players as early as turn 3 of the game, your second turn of the game, and when you get those attacks off, most of the time they haven't evolved, so it's not like you're taking 2 prize KOs by bossing around things anyway. What this can be useful for is maybe you're playing against Zard or Dragapult or something, and they only have one in play, 1 on the bench or an active, wherever. You can boss that up and really set them behind, because then they have to reset another one and then try evolving that on the following turn. But for the most part, you're just taking what's in the active, and that's really fine. You're going to take, you want your boss for when you go with your big Yanmask Ogerpon KOs towards the later of the game. We have our Professor's Research at 2, just because at the points we want to draw a ton of cards. We have Iono at 2 and Arven at 2. Feel free to manipulate these in any way that you desire, because you know, when you make your deck list, you're going to have your own preferences. This works out fantastic for me because I have OCD and I like all of my supporters to be in uniform, have uniformity, right? But this is, one of these should probably be at 1, one of these should probably be at 3, whatever. You guys probably know better than I, so let me know in the comment section down below. I have the 2 Night Stretcher in case I need to pull back a Yanma or Yanmega EX so I can get things rolling again, especially if you prize one of the Yanma or Yanmega EX. Night Stretcher is going to help you just reset and keep playing with that second one. If you have to discard a Toedscruel early, maybe you had to research because your hand was horrible, you can go ahead and go pick that back up and lock your opponent out of the game in that way. The Switch, in case I don't have the ability to get to the Latias EX when I need to get to it because I'm prioritizing a Yanmask Ogerpon, oftentimes I'll go ahead and be able to Arven for that Switch, and then I get to still get the play off without having to lose energy from my Yanmask Ogerpon. And the Bravery Charm, because, you know, I'm going to be pushing these Yanmask Ogerpons into the active and they're going to be big attackers for me. 210 is a really easy number to hit, but 260 is a little not as easy, right? Yeah, most decks can still deal with it, especially like a Raging Bolt, but goes immediately from having 1 ping of damage and then being KO'd by a Dragapult to now Dragapult really has to put all 6 damage counters on this thing if he wants to be able to one-hit KO it. So that does change some of the math for us there. If you guys have any questions about the deck list, feel free to go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys have any tips for the deck list, please go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. And if you guys have any nice things to say, please go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. But until then, let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay so you guys can see how we got to rocking. All right, we are up against 7180 WWWW, and we are going first, which is exactly what I want to be doing with this deck. We're opening the Toedscool, which is completely fine because I have Buddy-Buddy Poffin plus 2 Nest Ball. Like, this is like the perfect setup outside of us having a way to actually get into our Yanmega. So that's something that we're going to need, but we can draw a ton of extra cards because I'm going to go ahead and go get an Ogerpon. I'm going to go ahead and go set up a Latias because, like, let's just get that set up now. Or do I even do that? I could just attach now to the Toedscool in the active and then pull it out. We can actually try and double draw here if our draws allow it. And then we also have the energy switch to move things if needed. So I'm going to go ahead and set up double Yanma. Do I need to set up double Yanma here? If they hit anything, they're probably hitting what's in the active. If they do boss this up, I'm going to be really sad though. And then I'm going to have to record a second video. We have the switch. Why am I even talking about moving energy? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go down here. We're to Teal Dance to the big boy himself. Draw ourselves a card. Okay, there we go. We got that. And then I'm going to Teal Dance over here as well, just because we can draw a card. And again, if I need an energy switch, I will. Okay, and we get the energy that we're going to want to attach to this Yanma just so we can get ready for the following turn. And we're cooking. That was an amazing turn. We drew into the Yanmega. We have our Ogerpon set up. I can just use the switch. We didn't have to get the Latias EX down yet. And that's going to set us up to go straight into Yanmega, put a bunch of energy onto Ogerpon, retreat, move around, do the whole thing again, right? So they're going to fan Rotom here, fan calling. That's an amazing card. And I don't think it sees enough play for like the amount of things that we can go ahead and do with that. I know it works best in Terra boxes because we can go ahead and make our bench get really wide, and then all of the extra cards that we're getting, all this utility is a lot better. But I feel like you can probably squeeze Fan Rotom, a couple Hoot Hoots, and Noctowls into most decks, even if that's just all you're taking, you know? And our opponent is getting set up. He got his Hoot Hoots. He also grabbed the Ditto. Will he be retreating into the Ditto? Okay, so he's gonna waste his attachment for turn here to set up something in the active, probably very important. Is it Badoo? That sucks if that's Badoo. If it's Badoo, that actually really sucks. Okay, it's Raging Bolt. That doesn't suck a ton. That doesn't suck nearly as much. If we can find a way to Maximum Belt, we actually take the KO here. So, you know, we haven't seen a supporter yet. We're due for one. We drew a bunch of cards with our Ogerpons. That was 2 draws. We drew for turn. That was 3. Where we have 40. Oh, no. Okay, so hopefully we find a way back to our Yanmega here. That would be very useful. Okay, we have an Iono of our own, but we want to use that after we get this Toedscruel out of the active. So hoping that we draw an energy for turn. That's perfect. We can't go into this Toedscruel yet. We kind of just have to Iono first because both of these have 2 retreat, and that's going to actually get us stuck up there. So I'm going to go ahead and Iono here. Unless this bug catching set hits, we're kind of just behind. Okay, wait, hold on. Our Ogerpons can now hit. That is a possibility here. Ogerpon, I need you, big dog. Finds me Arven. I'm looking for an Ultra Ball. Ogerpon, I need you, big dog. Gets me a research. So we're almost most definitely finding it on the following turn. Unfortunately for this turn, it looks like we are just going to ram for 10. They have no energy in play, so it's not like we immediately die, but I can go ahead and Buddy-Buddy Poffin here. Just get a look-see. We got our Latias, one Yanmega in the deck, and it got sent to the bottom. Or it didn't get sent, it got shuffled in. So next turn I can get like Ultra Ball Max Belt, and if that Raging Bolt's still in the active, I'm pretty sure we KO it. So we're just gonna go ahead and take our 10 here. Take a 10, take a 10, take a break. Let's get our way out of here. You just got hit by some shrooms. How are you feeling? Have you guys seen Midsummer? Midsummer's a pretty good movie. I like that movie. Go ahead and let that be known in the comments. Have you seen Midsummer? What'd you think of it? If you are too young to be watching movies like Midsummer, don't talk about it. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Okay, so here he goes. He actually is going to be able to attack here, but if we lose this Toedscool, that's not the end of the world. I'm just going to go ahead and promote the Ogerpon so I can put my other Toedscool on the bench. And if he does actually attack with this, he's losing energy in play, right? Because he doesn't have anything on the bench right now. And he would have to discard one of the energies off of himself to do that. I wonder if that's even worth it. Does he think that I can attack here is the question. He should think that because these Ogerpons are both one attachment away from attacking. Where are we going here? We're going Noctowl. Noctowl gets him one trainer card, two trainer cards. I don't remember because I don't play the card. I am exactly who I was accusing people of earlier. The Prime Catcher and the Night Stretcher. The rest of this hand must be crazy. What was he getting there? Okay, so we get the Noctowl. I'm gonna have a chance to read it right now when it comes down. Noctowl grabs you. And whenever put you TCG. Noctowl grabs you 2 trainer cards. Yep, if you have a Terra Pokemon in play. So it's gonna go ahead and get 2 trainer cards here. I wonder exactly what he's grabbing here. Does a deck like this play Pokemon Catcher? Is that something that I should be worried about right now? Because at 6 prizes a piece, as soon as he did Crispin, I'm like, cool, my bench is pretty safe, but it's possible that it's not. He could go after something. Okay, Area 0 plus the Earthen Vessel. Earthen Vessel is going to put an energy on the Ogerpon, and that will be the energy that he needs to KO this Toedscool. We'll get you again, it's fine. I was planning on retreating it anyway, but we can go a little bit of a longer route here, and our bench is much bigger. That also benefits us. I do not play the Area 0 in my deck because it's unneeded, but it is nice now that our opponents put it into play. It's not something that I'm really going to try and get rid of going forward. He can take this 1 prize KO. We'll take the first 2 prize KO, and he won't have energy in play. Maybe 1 energy on an Ogerpon because he's going to put 1 on each, presumably. But after that, he's going to need a little work. He's going to have a 2-card hand, actually, after the KO on the Toedscool with the 1 prize. Just kidding. I forget that it draws a card. Very, very forgetful here. This is how you misplay. You got to remember all of the text on the card, not just the parts that you want to remember. All right, brings down the Baby Bolt. Still has a long neck, but quite the child. And then he's going to take out this Toedscool, which is completely fine. We're going to return KO on this turn. We have plenty of ways to get there. Arven's going to go ahead and grab us an Ultra Ball. Or actually, do I just Cyrano here? I don't Cyrano here because I want to also get... Maybe I do Cyrano here. I can get, well, no, there's only 1 Yanmega. I can get other EXs though, right? I can get Latias EX. I can get the Toedscool EX that I can use for discard fodder at that point, because I don't think I'm really using it in this matchup. So, and there's not a ton of use for Cyrano at the moment anyway. How many cards? We just have 1 energy in the discard. I think this is the wave right here. We're just going to retreat, manual retreat, and that should be fine. I'm going to get a Latias. I'm going to grab the Toedscool and the Yanmega. Boom. Oh, wait, we wanted Arven, though, for the Maximum Belt. That's why we wanted that. Oh, well, this is fine. Sometimes you misplay, guys. Sometimes you misplay. And when you do, you pay for it in the toughest of ways. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. We don't have a ton of energy in deck, and we play a ton of energy. So this is 4. This is 8 right here. 9. We play 13, so that means there's 4 in our prizes. When I take this attack right here, he's not going to return KO me, I don't think, unless he uses all of his energies, in which case the Ogerpon's going to get him back. We should have definitely went Arven, though. The Arven route was a KO, and this route is a whiff. All right, let's put those over there. That's fine. This puts us in a ton of danger because his Ogerpons are going to be able to return KO us. So unless he gets energy in play right here, which I'm just hoping he kind of doesn't, he can't KO this, in which case we can use Arven. I don't think we play a second switch. Okay, but it's still in the deck. We use Arven, get a switch, move around. We don't have any other energies in the deck, though. Do we have 2 in the discard? No, we have like one more in the deck. Okay, so we actually can't round up another attack with this Yanmega, unfortunately. But what we can try and set up is Toedscruel, maybe? All right, so there's one energy on that one. I think I'm more concerned with this Ogerpon over here. Okay, so he does have a KO here. Just how is he going to go about it? Take off all the energy off of this would probably be the smartest. And then off of one of the Ogerpons, definitely. Boss, what is he going after? The Toedscool. Interesting. Again, I'm very fine with that. That allows us to take the first 2 prize KO. Neither of these Ogerpons look like they're in a really good position to give us return KOs, but with the Pheasantipity, I'm sure that they'll have tons of options. All right, again, not what I thought I was going to be playing against up to this point. So look at my thought process. He can lose all of his energy in play to go take this out. If I just take off one of the Ogerpons on the bench, if I take this out, he's going to go up to a 5-card hand. What are the odds that he has 2 grass energies? Probably really high, right? There's only 3 total energies that he's gone through so far. I'm going to bug catching set here, see what we get. We get the Toedscruel, but we don't need that anymore. We don't need either of these anymore. Both of our Toedscools are knocked out. We're not going to be getting those back. I don't think it's worth to boss here because we just don't have a ton of energy in the deck. But we can Arven. And I'm going to use Energy Switch. Ooh, plus Bravery Charm. I think plus Bravery Charm here. Use Energy Switch to get this energy off the Yanmega. And get, oh no. Oh no. Can we go back on that click? Is there a way? Okay, sick. That wasn't committed. That was almost terrible. That'll put us at 260. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 150, 180, 210. Yeah, okay, so this actually saves us from a return KO. Oh, but there's going to be 2 more energies on that if that thing attacks us. Oh, well, I did math. We'll see what happens. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should probably be 270. So this is probably a useless Bravery Charm, assuming that they round up an attack anyway. If they don't round up an attack, then we're fine. And because they didn't round, we probably should just put this one up, the one with less energy, because that would mean that they would have less energy to attack. See, I'm amazing in hindsight. If you guys listen to me, you'll learn so much. If you watch me, though, you're going to be really, really bad at this game. All right, so where are we at now? We're in a position where they need 2 energies. They need 1 to attach, they need 1 to attach, and they need 1 for the Teal dance. And then they can attack back, and I believe take a return KO here. And can they do that? They can get an Earthen Vessel. That'll get them 2 grass energies if they have 2 grass energies in the deck. So what I'm praying for is that there's not 2 more grass energies. But the fact that we only see 3 in play means that that's pretty unlikely. Here it comes. I'm assuming Earthen Vessel plus a discard. Or maybe he already has a discard in hand. What would be the next card that he would need, right? Is it another Raging Bolt? Is that the thing as well? Does 30 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, 130. I feel like this is... Oh, for each energy attached to this Pokemon, that can be pretty... That can stack, right? That can be crazy. Night Stretcher, he's going to get his Bolt back. And he got Sodas off of that, so I wonder like how much grass energy does he still have? The great thing about if this gets KO'd, though, we can get our revenge here if we find the Maximum Belt, because... all of this energy goes in there. We Energy Recycler, attach for turn, retreat the Latias or the Ogerpon, either or, it doesn't really matter. And then we pop up, take out this Raging Bolt, and then hope that they can't make a play here. Oh boy, I'm stressing right now. I feel like this shouldn't be this close, and it really shouldn't be this close because I totally whiffed on the KO earlier by going with the Cyrano instead of the Arven. But, you know, things happen. He's gonna lose a bunch of energy in play. He has to lose 4 to get the KO. Maybe he miscounts. Maybe he doesn't know his timetables. The 7180 www not know his timetables. www. Yeah, I've been getting that right. All right, so he knew it was 4, but that's going to be all the energy because we're going to take a return KO here. We just have to find the Max Belt. Max Belt gets us the KO. He goes there. We promote this. We immediately go Energy Recycler, putting 5 back. Well, we have to put 5 back, and then we'll do this first, pull 3 out. And then we'll go ahead and Professor's Research. That makes sense. Attach here. Recycler. Leaving 1 energy in the deck. Retreat for free because of the Latias. Pull 3 of them things out. There's no way we can thin the deck. I don't believe there's nothing in here that... And their Maximum Belt is just one of these cards. One of these cards that we were trying to get. Yeah, it's just all in the research here. Or do we boss and hit the Fez? He can't KO. He can if he has 2 more grass energies. He only has 16 cards left in the deck. 8 of his energies are here. This is 10. How many energies are you realistically playing? He only needs 2 more though. If he has a way, if we had Iono here, that would be easy. We'd Iono to 2, and we'd actually, well, we wouldn't be able to Iono and boss in the same turn. Thoughts. I think we just risk it for the Maximum Belt. If we don't hit the Maximum Belt, then obviously the right play was to boss, and we didn't hit the Maximum Belt, so obviously the right play was to boss, but maybe we get it off of the Teal Dance. And we get it off the Teal Dance. This was the right play the whole time, baby. Right play the whole time. I was never scared. I was never fearful. I was so fearful. Oh my God. Do I get the other Ogerpon in play? What is the benefit of having the other Ogerpon in play? Just another draw? Is there anything that I want to grab out of here? Well, nothing that's useful to me anymore outside of the other Ogerpon. I think we grab it. Just get another one in play. I'm taking the draw here, and that's where we're going to end the turn. We're going to take the KO on the Raging Bolt, and if he can't set up, we're just looking for boss. If he can't set up, we're just looking for boss. Do I spread it or do I? Well, it's just 210, so we can reach 210 on most things. I think I just put this here. 4. If he return KOs any of our 2-prizers, we lose anyway. If he doesn't return KO any of our 2-prizers, I should have put this all on 1. Like, what am I really thinking here? Should I all been on 1 just so we can guarantee it? What's 4 times 3 is 12. We're at 150. 180. Oh, 210. We have both the energies in hand, and he's going Setas. Now I get to see if we bossed, would he have been able to kill us anyway? That's where the real question lies. He put 1 on each. Oh, he had to, right? So did he draw into another energy? I'm just, dude, out of those 11 cards, he has to have it, right? Like, dang. Or maybe he doesn't have 2 grass energies. There's that. Earthen Vessel, they're not in the deck. They can't be in the deck. Don't let them be in the deck, please. No. There goes the Slitherwing. Come on, not in the deck, not in the deck. Dang, there was 1 left, bro. No. So that was it. That's how we misplayed. We misplayed. We hit the, we missed the Arven earlier. That set us back another prize. We should have another prize available here. He should be going down to 1. But we threw that. We threw that down the toilet, bro. Right down the toilet bowl, we threw that. And that's unfortunate, but sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles when you do not play to your maximum efficiency. But that just means we got to run it back. I'm gonna go Poffin. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to go Yanma. Only got 1 of them in the deck this time. And because Poffin's not going to be relevant anymore, I'm actually just going to fire this one for the deck checks. I should have done that sooner. We have a Latias, we have a Toedscruel, we have both Yanmegas, but we only have 1 Yanma in play. Everything else looks to be just fine. We have 9 energies in the deck, important to note, and we just end turn here, which is fine. We're going to attach an energy to the active. We're going to Professor's Research. We're going to draw a bunch of cards. We're going to find one of our Yanmega EXs, and we're going to KO this Torchic in the active if that is what is necessary. It's looking like that might just be it. They attach. Are they doing anything else? Okay, cool. So they have other things to do. They're going to go with the Artisan here. They're going to get other things into play. Hopefully. Okay, they just passed turn. So we're going to go ahead and try and dig for the donk here. If we don't find it, I'm actually going to be, oh, wow. Do I take the exact? I have to take just the win right here, right? There's no reason not to. Cyrano comes up. I got Latias, Ogerpon, Yanmega. No extra stuff we got to do here. Get Latias down, retreat for free, go into Yanmega, get these energies in play, and take the KO. Dang. All right, so that's 1 and 1. I would like to win the 2 out of 3, right? That's just what we do on the channel. We got to win the 2 out of 3, so we got to go 1 more. Wow, great opening hand, actually. This hand is fantastic. I'm gonna just throw that in the active, throw this on the bench, throw this on the bench, throw this over here. This hand is great. The Cyrano is completely useless at this point. I think I Nest Ball for what? A Toedscool. Nest Ball for Toedscool, Cyrano. If we literally don't draw into anything else, then I Cyrano for the Toedscool that doesn't let them get things back. Cynthia's Garchomp need to get things back. I feel like every deck needs to get things back from the discard pile. So if we stop them from doing that, then we are off to a fantastic start. I forgot to tell you guys I'm playing against Star-Lord 007 on top. James Bond, Star-Lord. James Bond playing Chris Pratt, who's playing Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, look at these cute little sleeves. They have a little, what's Beware's first form? Is that his first form? Or am I tripping? Is Beware just a basic Pokemon and I'm uncultured? That is possible. Don't even need this switch anymore too. Got the Gibble. Oh, and we hit for weakness? We hit for weakness? We're cracked. Do I risk it here? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. So I'm gonna go ahead and go grab the other Toedscool because I want it. I'm gonna attach an energy down here and I'm gonna just pass turn. Now, if they Iono me, that sucks, dude. This hand is fantastic. We have all the gas. We're ready to go. We're going to Yanmega. We're going to get the Toedscool that doesn't let them do anything back or let them pull anything back from their discard pile. I'm going to hopefully draw Grass Energy so that I can get another card off of this Ogerpon, you know? Just keep things cycling a little bit because our hand's going to be pretty empty. Right after this, he does get the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, and what that tells me is that he's not going to be dead on turn 2. So, you know, a little bit of future sight there. As us in the biz, you know, us in the YouTube world, we like to say that this game is going to be more than one turn. It's something that we say. Nobody says that. I sound so stupid. All right, here we go. We got the Artisan. Artisan is coming down. Artisan's going to be searching out. What is Artisan searching? Second Roselia. Okay, so fantastic. They're going to be trying to build up a ton of damage with these. He's let him do, I believe, 20 more damage on top of the amazing attack that you get when he's going to rock hurl. He's going to throw a rock at you. He's throwing rocks. All right, cool. So we're KOing this. That is free and easy. I would actually much rather research than Cyrano here. I'm going to just keep it a buck. And I can Artisan to get my last Yanma out of the deck. I just want more cards. Cyrano would be awesome if we didn't have this Yanmega right now and I wanted to guarantee it, but I'm just going to research. And research gets me Ultra Ball that I can get rid of these Poffins that I don't need anymore. Bang. And go get the Toedscruel that I wanted. See, everything just works out. Let's do this first so I can ensure that I don't accidentally draw more cards out of the deck that I need, like these grass. There's 10 of them things. Oh, we could recycle this twice. And I'm going to get an energy onto this Ogerpon. I'm going to get an energy onto this Ogerpon. I'm going to use this bug catching set because I can. Oh, wait, do I want that? There was 10 of them. I took out 3. This is 2 more. That's 5. There should still be about 5 energies left in there. I think I drew 1, so 4, meaning I could still do this one more time. 420, baby, blaze it. Yeah, like that's how the kids say, right? We blaze it nowadays, all you youngsters out there. 420 blazing. Take a prize, set them back. I don't know if they're going to be able to generate any real offense here. They're going to have to probably sacrifice a Roselia because they ideally go into their Garchomp, and the Garchomp is what searches out the Gabite. The Gabite is going to search out the Garchomp for the following turn. Or do they concede? Also a possibility. Okay, so they give me the Gibble, and they must have a lot of confidence in this Gibble. Looking at the Yanmega that they believe is not going to attack again. Joke's on them. I'm going to go ahead and retreat into the Ogerpon. Ogerpon's going to smack the piss out of that Gibble. All right, so our opponent looked at their hand and they ended up conceding. That's 2 out of 3. I still think the match we lost best showcased what this deck was about. Unfortunately, we lost that one. We had 2 really easy dubs coming on after that, but this is the deck. Let me know what you guys think. I have a lot of fun with it, and you know, we should have pulled that first one out, but we didn't, and now we're here. 2-1, you know? Sometimes you don't win in round 1, but you got to win your way back and find your way into top cut of YouTube and hope that people tell you what you did wrong down there so you can go study that and make sure that you do better next time. But until then, I am your captain of the 1912 Titanic swim team, Jonas Rex, and I'm going to go take my rambling elsewhere.